hit level 3. You know, Shadowwood's still fairly good. One thing CDEC has to balance out is they've got this Omni Knight. So Super can't trade or try to harass out the Omni. All he can really do is try to chase James, but James has boots and he knows what. Just keep Super in the loop, and this way our Warlock's really not doing much, which does mean that lane's going to be tied up. Can't expect James to leave it time soon, so the mid is a lot more stable. It's XM up against DD, the Viper up against Aqua, and it's a rather decent start for DD. He's got slightly better last hits, but XM now at level 3 is piling on poison attacks, and DD, you don't cop too many hits of that.
A lot of them, surviving on 48 HP just about. He's just using the screen, maxing that out of him. Obviously, you just want to clear the point here, just out of there. It's the only play the map up if you're up against the Viper. Clear the wave, I don't know, just go sit by your D1 thumper a bit. Maybe follow the jungle once you're high enough level. I imagine we'll see him rotate into the jungle later on. We can get a jump here by Armor. Cut the root off as well, but they don't have quite enough damage. Felix will be fun. Walk out of there. I guess you always have to kick back from Felix in case things got a little bit too dicey. Just really required.
Yeah.
I don't know if he spotted out that courier. He was thinking about going for a roll onto the courier, but we'll just save a beat.
Yeah,
it's fine.
This is a pretty darn good start here for Ame. Like, this is basically farm for pressure you're expecting from Venom not really came in. There is potency there, though. Like if Felix lands it done, the control off, there's a lot of DOTs that can fly out. The issue is, Sven is a really tanky guy. You know, he's got a lot of armor.
Oh, never mind. Taking out, he'll be fine. You were saying about Sven, John.
Oh yeah, it's just such a hard hero to bully out, and this is him without any levels in Warcry just to get himself some speed and armor. You just can't trade. He's even got the Oracle around to heal him up, so Victoria's making it hellish to actually apply that pressure, and that does mean Ame's just going to flash farm. You know, once you hit certain levels on the Sven, you can just transition to the jungle, clear out stats, and escalate a lot faster than you'd expect on this hero.
This is just what kind of item do you bother going for the silver this game? Because that's like one of those decent initiating kind of items. These days, considering the buffs that happen to silver, or do you just, I don't know, maybe go into the ads later on, you know, just max and go.
Yeah, it's really open for possibilities. I think one thing that has to come out, though, is a BKB. 100% you're going to have to see Ame probably pick one up. I mean, the necessity isn't as great when you've got the Oracle, but you would like that independence and the leeway. Just keep fighting. So we'll see if that's something Ame considers. So far, though, a lot slower for Game of Fleurs. No first blood yet, but that's kind of what you expect. You look down mid again. XM is just really applying that pressure. He's about half a level ahead. He's going to hit his level 6 mark in nice timing, and if he has a support around when he has that Viper Strike, it's going to be pretty easy setup for a kill.
James down there, I think he was looking to get a Fisher off onto the top, but had too more time to get those poison attacks off. Just stack them up. Eventually, James will go take off, and he does get Monae's courier. That's there from the Earthshaker. He's come back in and try to find a fish opportunity, but for DD is very, very cautiously, always just blinking away. And even with his Quap, he hasn't even bothered with Shadow Strike. He's going to be maxing out Blink and Scream. And I think you are going to require that little cooldown thing, even in the remaining stage of the game to smart bomb. Just to be able to really sort out anything you really want.
Yeah, it's not the best time for DD, and at the least, you know, he's buying some with James, spending some time here, so you don't have to worry about Shaker interrupting anything else in the other lanes, but it's coming at
It's under attack
as
with the poison.
great old time. There's nothing to stop you. Just as many jungle
Radiant's
sets
bottom
as you
tower
possibly
is under
can.
attack.
And gods, it's not like it's a huge it's only about 110 seconds, but bot lane, they have to play onto Victoria, available on fields, means would not cancel the team. The Victoria gets out of the now games, perhaps be the target. Felix will spawn out. He will bot the roll. Quite, he's gonna do it.
It's a risky spot, though. You've got some really good forward vision from RNG as well. They know where all this movement's at. They don't quite know where Ani is, but they're keeping a good check in on this further part of this Radiant jungle. And this is the point of to really just takes over lane, right? He just has level 7. You've got full levels of Poison Sting, Plague Wards at 2, so you can just farm up in this nice little area and not really be contested.
Radiant's bottom
Explain to me
tower
what
is under
he's doing.
attack.
He's holding real points at the moment. The Warlock, he just decided whether he wants to max the fatal bonds. In fact, well, he's going to die now. Way out of this. And he'll eventually go for the second point in chat word now.
Radiant's
So,
bottom tower
I guess
is under
Patty
attack.
dribbling there just to see if he can survive.
Radiant's bottom tower.
It's almost like he's deciding whether he wants to max fatal bonds.
Yeah, I think there's potency with early level upheaval. I think when you play Warlock, that slow is something a lot of people sort of underestimate. And at this point, you really have the best long range stuns besides the Fisher from James. So if you could greed out and level up upheaval instead, there is potency there, but he's probably going to go for the standard Shadow Word, Fatal Bonds prioritization, unless there is some room for that. Still, this kind of start for RNG doesn't help, because they need a lot of EXP under support